If you spend more time looking at this resurrect than actually playing the game, and you're staring at a build guide telling you to buy a 20 some odd divine unique while only having about 15 exalts to your name, stop. I've leveled plenty of characters through this mid-game slump. I don't have 18 hours a day to farm for a headhunter, and I'm assuming you don't either. I have 45 minutes after the kids are asleep, and I'm tired of wasting them dying for XP. Today, we aren't opening Path of Building for a math lesson. We're doing triage on your character. We're going to fix your defenses for pennies using a specific trade site trick. And we're going to fix your expectations about red maps, so you can enjoy your limited game time. Let's first talk about that hard truth regarding the build guide that you're following. If a popular streamer says that a certain unique is core to a build, tens of thousands of other players heard that exact same thing. That's inevitably going to drive up the price. You're going to pay meta tax for an item you don't even need yet. You don't need best in slot. You need bridge gear. We're going to buy ugly, boring, rare items that do 80% of the job for 1% of the price. How, may you ask? This is where weighted sum searching comes into play. Weighted sum does the math for you, so you don't have to consistently search for hours on end. Alright, so as you can see, I've got my character open, and I'm missing a chest piece. In this particular instance, I'm looking for energy shield, and this is known as a weighted sum search. So on this, I can go and I can take a look at the filters, and can see some of the various different things that I have. Obviously, I'm doing a search. I've typed in body armor. I have put in for my filters, my energy shield, I'm wanting at least 350 energy shield. This kind of filters out some of the lower level stuff. For one of the little tricks that I have is for the evasion and for the armor section, I just make these 0. And then we come over here to the weighted sum. What this does is when you select this, you can drop this to weighted sum. And then you can start adding the various different things that you are looking for on your particular piece of armor. In here, I want intelligence, I want cold resist, lightning resist, fire resist, chaos resist, max life, stun threshold, movement speed, spirit. All of these things are important to me. And what I want to do is I want the machine take that information and pick out the best ones for me. So I am on this list trying to prioritize 1 through 10 what it is that's most important to me. Right now I've set it up to do a weighted sum of 100. What this is going to do is it's going to weigh the importance of the various stat, how much is in that stat, and then it's going to spit me out what I've got here. A couple of things. First off, you obviously want to make sure that you are doing the latest expansion. Second of all, you want not just in-person and online, you want instant buyout and in-person. This allows you to go and make use of everybody's marketplace so you don't have to whisper everybody anymore. Huge change, great in favor for. So we do the search, a ton of results. So what do we want to do? We want to increase that number. I usually go with a guesstimation, so I'm just going to say, let's go to 550, see what we get. That's too restrictive. Nobody has those. Let's bring that down to 450. Okay, it's a little pricey for me, so let's knock this number down. Let's knock it down to 400, see what we get. A little bit more. Now we're starting into the territory of where I can deal with. I'm liking this one better specifically for my build. So what I can do is I can hit this button right here, and this is going to add a copy, and it's going to say and. I'm looking specifically for this one. I could care less about these down here because I've got them up there. So I'm going to knock all of those off, and I'm going to search. So now it's searching with all of the armor that has that particular stat. This one seems to be about the best that I'm looking for. Now I'm going to travel to hideout. I'm going to click this button. It's automatically going to take me to the location that I need to be to in game. It's going to highlight it and I can equip it. Now that you know how to buy the gear, we have to have an uncomfortable conversation. We aren't doing a physics lecture on mitigation. It's going to be a simple pass-fail audit. Benchmark number 1. Are you resistance capped? Meaning, are your resistances up to 75%, including chaos? If no, you fail. Is your primary defensive layer up to snuff? If it's closer to 0 than it is to at least 50 to 60%, again, you fail. You are a paper tiger. You look scary, but when touched, you fold. I don't care how you hit these numbers, whether it be flasks, auras, gear pieces, but until you do, you are not allowed to complain about how much you are dying in this game. Why did you fail the audit? Because of greed. Chances are you are following a level 95 guide at level 75. You took all of the fun damage circles and skipped all of the boring life resistances and defensive circles. That's great for the campaign, but now we're into maps. It's time for the walk of shame. This is going to be something that's applicable to a lot of people. Right here are some crit notes. This gives me a lot of damage. However, I'm consistently dying. One of the problems that I mentioned was my energy shield recharge delay. That means I have to wait 4 seconds before my energy shield recharges. It means that that energy shield of 812 is basically going to be gone the entire time I'm running a map, making energy shield almost worthless for me. So instead of doing more damage, I'm going to swallow my pride. I'm going to unspec my crit notes. I'm then going to spec over here. And what am I doing? I'm looking at the faster start of energy shield recharge. So I'm going to grab the intelligence, energy shield recharge, and hit apply. That's knocked that 4 seconds down to 2.5 seconds, 2.58. So what else can I do? Oh, and it looks like I was trying to get some stuff over here maybe. So what I can do, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's knocked it down to 1.67 seconds. That is manageable. I have now made my character tankier because 0 DPS is much less than at least a little bit of DPS because I'm not dead. Finally, let's talk about the biggest currency destroyer in Path of Exile 2. Your ego. Streamers and content creators like to trick you into thinking that you have to be running tier 16 maps in order to make currency. That is false. If you're running a tier 16 map and it's taking you 15 minutes because you're scared of all the enemies and the boss, you're failing. You're losing money. If you run a tier 9 map in 3 minutes while watching Netflix on your second monitor, you're winning. As dads, efficiency is king. If you can't chill while mapping, the map tier is way too high. Drop the ego, drop the tier, and build your currency bank stress-free. Stop trying to be a sweaty streamer with 4 hours of sleep. Be a smart dad with 45 minutes of free time. Use the weighted sum search for cheaper gear, unspec your damage nodes until you can survive, and stop running maps that are way too hard for you. I put some copy-paste strings for the weighted sum searching in the description. Go fix your build so you can actually play the game. Get to work.